Greetings, everyone. This is the Hipster Snek, and we have, about a year later, returned to After the Curtain Call. The game dev was kind enough to ping me that the second chapter had gone live, and I'm very excited to play it because I enjoyed the first one a great deal. So I'm glad to see that it's still continuing. On trim, I'll find all the books. You know what? Maybe I'll go back and do that at one point. But we are now moving to Act 2. The shadows have offended. Let's get into it. Illuminate the actor, ignore their distractions.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended. That you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle thing, no more yielding but a dream. Gentlest to no reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. As the puck, a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends. You lit up the candles. The 10th sister will not be happy.
What?
You will receive your punishment. If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended. If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended. If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended.
Okay. I can't tell if the actors are just breaking down because of all the weird stuff, or if that's really how the story is supposed to go.
Is this the electrician?
It is.
See, Jeffrey asked me to tell you he's sorry for putting you in danger when turning on a radio. God, this is dumb. He asks you to forgive him, that it was necessary, and yada yada yada.
Alright.
I tell you these people are losing their minds.
Fair.
Speaking of which, Helena says some lights have broken down in decorations. Don't know why the state of anything matters in the particular situation we are caught in, but it seems important. She wants it fixed.
Fair enough.
Whatever. The keys for decorations are at the entrance of the theater. Thank you.
Alright, yeah, I mean, after what happened last time, what could possibly go wrong? I'm not steering. You know what? I know what's happening now. I was wasp mousing, and I had my controller, and the stick was being pushed ever so slightly, so I kind of thought I was in a cutscene. That was, no, that was just me being remarkably unintelligent. Yeah! Slipping hazard. Definitely the biggest threat. You know, just ignore the tentacle damage. It's been a while since I played, I'll be honest. So I don't... Yeah! Yeah, you know, that pretty much sums it up right there. Use that as the thumbnail for this video. I don't know if I will or won't. So I wanted to extend out a thank you to the game dev for reaching out to me. That it means a lot. Okay, I'm not a big YouTuber by any stretch. So what? Don't fix the lights. Well, you know what? I don't go to your job and tell you what to do. Don't do the same to me. But no, in all seriousness, thank you for reaching out. From the theater. Oh, the key was at the entrance. I thought he meant the door was at the entrance. That's what happens when I half-heartedly pay attention to my instructions. It's a trap. Yeah, I know. This takes me behind Macbeth. So, okay, I'm not a theater guy, but I know a little bit. And this here would be kind of frowned upon. You're not supposed to say Macbeth, especially while you're on stage. It's apparently one of those break-a-leg things that is very, very bad luck. in the theater world. I believe you're supposed to refer to it as the Scottish play. So basically, like, everything they're doing is invoking bad luck or theater troops. Now, you guys can correct me in the comments if I am in any way mistaken, because again, this is not my specialty. Was that... That was a different key. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I am dumb. And you know what? Sometimes dumb people do dumb things. But you know what? Now I have this key for when I need it at a later time. So, let's go investigate. Again, we're getting our bearings back. It's been a year since I played. We're off to a banging start. But no, seriously, thank you to any game dev. If I've done your game in the past and there's been an update, or there's been a sequel or a new chapter, please reach out, because I love indie games so very, very much, and it's super exciting when I get the opportunity to revisit them for any reason. So it has to be this way. I think we kind of like eliminated all other options. It's a very confusingly laid out theater. I forget the name of the theater, but I remember like everyone in the first chapter was making it a big deal. Like, this place is a big deal in the theater world. Okay, we're back on track now, I think. I don't know if I went here or not in the first one. What does that say? Goldshine. Right, Goldshine. That was the name of the theater. It's in 15 days stuck...
15 days stuck in here.
I'll let him do it.
Apparently the Lewises took the keys to the Goldshine victim, and as they live far away, it'll be some time before they bring them back, and we can get out. Bullshit! They want us here, we just don't know why. We're not completely stuck though. The Goldshine has access to the sewers of the city, so technically it is possible to get out through them. However, I met a worker from the sewers. He asked for help, shouting about something that was chasing him.
Probably the tentacle.
Then he just went quiet, staring at nothing, and then he turned around and went back down. I haven't seen or heard from him since. The theatre has food too, so I would prefer to stay up here before risking it down there.
That is a fair attitude. And you know what? I don't blame you. Especially as that sounds like, the deep root disease from Gemini Home Entertainment, where they literally possess a human's body and just make them shout for help to lure other victims over. Book look. God's Kitchen. This book is a comedy disguised as a recipe book. All the dishes and recipes in the book are elements explained by a god who has cooked our universe. Chemical formulas, combinations of natural elements, and the effects of temperature or pressure on these subjects are treated as if they were discussing blenders, freezers, and microwaving. A fun and interesting concept. Is that a real book? I might have to look that up. Actually, I recently picked up some gaming-themed cookbooks. I got the Five Nights at Freddy's cookbook and the Final Fantasy XIV cookbook. And there's a few others I want to get before too long, too, but that's going to be some future snacking. You guys can look forward to that when I get off my lazy butt and it's not 150 degrees in Sneckburg. Can I go that way, or is that a wall? That's a wall. Yeah, they're telling me not to do my job. That's a pretty fast way for me to get fired, so I'm not sure I'm keen on that plan. What is this? Light? Vent. See, vents mean one thing. Vents mean, oh, mannequins, even better. My other favorite horror aspect. Mannequins mean they're going to move when you're not looking at them, and vents mean I have to go through vents. And if I have to go through vents, there's something else in the vents, and they don't like me very much. I have to admit, the Uncanny Valley is a powerful, powerful tool. Circuit box is missing its fuse. Find one in the electricity room. I was fully expecting something to be directly behind me right there. Like, I'm actually kind of genuinely surprised that there wasn't. This is fantastic ambiance. I remember why I loved this game so much. Actually, I'll tell you guys a funny story. I recently recorded, but have not posted, a a video of another game made by this game dev. I didn't even know it was the same person. Last time I went in here, things didn't go so good for me.
As the theater enthusiast I am, I do think there are major differences among the popular written plays we are all accustomed to hear about. I, myself, consider the work of, for example, Calderon de la Barca to be profound, reflective, yet a great show overall. But if there's something I cannot stand, is no doubt Oscar Wilde and his work. Will not waste a penny of a play written by those filthy hands, no sir. He only deserves to rot in the gutter he so much enjoys. If they look at the stars, we will look down to them.
Everyone's a critic. You know, again, I'm not a theater guy, so my understanding of all this is extremely limited. But I remember back in, I want to say, middle school, I had to watch the movie production version of 12 Angry Men. And my teacher was going on and on about, you know, making the viewer question the scenario and, you know, think about what's actually happening and, like, what's true and what isn't true, and, like, should you just go along with the group? And I was just like, he literally did, like, a million things that a juror should absolutely not be doing. Whoops. I remember having some mechanical difficulties with this last time. The controller does not love this. You know what? We're going to Wasp Mouse after all. Yeah, this feels much more intuitive. Whoops. Alright. That's not how we start that puzzle. So instead, we're going to go down. Boop. 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 Oh, I bet it terminates at the plug. So yeah, going up actually probably is the smarter thing. I just have to be careful in my approach. But yeah, that juror in 12 Angry Men literally ruined everything for everyone, and now they have to restart. They would have to What the heck? Why? I'm doing my job! Well, what's your excuse? I barely even had time to process that was happening. Oh, I was supposed to get caught. I was like, if that was a game over scenario, I was gonna call foul. Okay. Helena has dragged you into decoration. That was Helena? Why? I guess everyone's going crazy after being locked up for so long. Oh, yeah, that's, how many points is that? I was about to say it's a Star of David, but it's not. It has way too many points for that. Yeah, that was the thing, when I was talking about the Zegtechnician lore, I mentioned in an on-screen comment how... hang on. I gotta adjust my mouse sensitivity a little bit. It's a little bit finicky. In Midnight, the summoning room had a Star of David on it instead of a... safe room. I was thinking Bendy and the Ink Machine. But yeah, Midnight had... okay, I mean, I get that. Midnight had... It was a Star of David on the floor, but he actually meant for it to be a pentagram. I'm really getting in Bendy and the Ink Machine vibes here. That's probably just bad water, though, not ink. Can I just shut this? So, I bet when I solve this puzzle, she's going to take another go at me. So what we're going to do is we're going to solve this real quick. Yes, hello. I would like... Whoa! Yes, I would like to solve the puzzle. Looks like something like this is going to be our best solution. So now... I'm going to back off. In fact, I'm just going to do this, and wait a second. The pulse. The pulsing in my ear is indicative that she is nearby. Which probably means that door that was locked before is now open because she likely entered through it. Now, what I want to see is if she patrols around. Last time I was in this position, I had to deal with Charlie the Chillin' Chicken, and that was the most unchill part of that game. The pulse has already stopped. So is she gone? No, let's risk it. That's correct, insofar as it indeed... Is that always there? Remember who you bow. Large and mostly abandoned. Be careful, who knows what could be lurking. Yeah, I kind of learned that last time. As I was saying, Midnight, it's a Star of David, but he actually meant for it to be a pentagram, and he mentioned his internet was down while he was making that room. And he kind of forgot what it was supposed to look like. Oh, this is tense. Okay, boop. 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 Oh, that's really bad timing. Ah, hiding spot. I cannot see anything, Captain. I don't hear anything, so maybe she just gives up and wanders off? So really, I just kind of have to play it by ear, literally in this case. Alright, that's a no-go. Remember who you bow. That's got to be a proximity thing, right? I'll be honest, I'm not the best at chasers. It's the subgenre I'm kind of the worst at. I don't know who either of these people are, and I don't really have time to figure it out. Alright, do this quick. If I'm being hunted, I don't have the luxury of time. Need a fuse. I hope I don't lose a whole bunch of progress if I get caught. I probably will get caught. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not great at this. Really? I don't have any better options than this? This didn't go so well for me last time, but there's no point going back, is there? Alright, we're doing this. Oh, good. I literally just got here. Find a fuse, get out of the vents. Oh, you have a very pretty voice. Please don't murder me. I don't really know how to deal with this. Great. She went that way. I'm going this way. What? It's a dead end! I mean, she was just sitting there singing to herself. These people really are crazy. I was about to make a comment about how it's going to be a dead end, because it always forces you to go the direction they go. Common sense dictates otherwise, but common sense also dictates that why would she be standing in a corner to sing to herself? I think common sense kind of went out the window a while ago. What happened? I looked up and... oh, I actually found a way out. Yeah. Look at me go! I'm making progress without even trying to. Or rather, no, I am trying to. Okay, Helena, can you just give me a couple seconds for me to get my bearings straight again? The fog certainly adds something to the ambiance. Right, quickly... Alright. All that to get around a stage prop? I could have climbed over that desk! I was half expecting her to be there. There hasn't been a safe spot in kind of a while. Not again. What? We the shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended. She is, very big on that. I have expected that door to fly open for her to come charging after me. I have played entirely too many horror games when my imagination can always default to the worst case scenario. Quickly size up our situation here. Best thing to do is... Oh no, are you kidding me? There's no safe spot for like 5 rooms. Oh, it's even worse because he doesn't even shine the light out of the slats. I just have to listen. This is great tension, by the way. I love this atmosphere. I don't know what mechanics we're working with here, and there's not been any advice on how to handle her. So, like, all I can really do is just listen and kind of hope for the best. That is, like, pitch. That's a wall. Alright, we're running for it. I really don't know where to go next now. I'm actually a little bit at a loss. Unless that door at the other end of the hallway has suddenly opened up. See, that's the thing. I have theories for how the chase might be programmed, but I don't have any concrete proof. Like, there are so many conditionals that a horror dev could consider that may or may not be in play. But just because I know that it's a possibility doesn't mean that that's what's happening. So that appears to be just a wall. The sheer dark walls are kind of hard to navigate, I'll be honest. Like, that might be a reference to the weird shadow things that we encountered last time, but... Oh, book. This book explains an old forgotten European tradition. It was common in Central Europe to spend an entire day celebrating their music, sharing it, and pushing their instruments to their limits. In Germany, a group of musicians tried to reach the highest note possible. Some say the ground trembled, others blamed it on the ghost of the music, his name varying among legends, which was summoned by the sound. Whatever it was, one thing is certain, the tradition was buried and we never heard of it again. Why can I be hunted while I'm reading? Oh, that's so stressful. I thought I had a moment to breathe. That just takes me back to the well-lit area, but... I kind of feel like I reached a dead end. I must have overlooked something. I'll cut ahead if this becomes monotonous, but, the area is relatively small, from looks of it. The thing at play here is simply that it's a small area with lots of walls. Nope. Yep. It's a relatively small play area, which I think is actually kind of brilliant. The walls and the obstacles are what make this place complicated. I kind of thought the windows might be used to see her in patrol, but she might not even have a patrol phase. It is entirely possible that she only spawns in randomly and then despawns once I reach a save point. It all depends on how the game dev thought it best to design the hunt. That's the vent room. We cleared that. Had a bit of a close encounter with her. Yep, that was the book I just read. This is the other side of the very surmountable desk. I go down this hallway. I just opened this door, so something in here... Aha! I did overlook something.
Giant ball its decorations. Helena has been obsessed over that lately, but I've seen that sphere a few times myself. Last time was some days ago, when Helena told us...
Are you serious?
...flickering black and white.
Excuse me a minute. Okay, like... Here's the thing. I get if she operates on a timer and only spawns in if I'm exposed for a random amount of time, and the pulse is my indication that she has become a threat. I don't know if that is indeed what's happening, but that's the vibe I'm getting. So as the player, it makes things like reading the book and reading the notes very stressful that that timer is not paused, or it doesn't seem to be paused. Already? So maybe it is proximity. Maybe she is in free patrol. Not that I can check, because I can't see anything in the dark. Okay, we good now?
Why is there a giant ball as decorations? Helena has been obsessed over that lately, but I've seen that sphere a few times myself. Last time was some days ago, when Helena told us the ball was flickering black and white, which is strange, considering it had been a normal probe for the last few weeks. Helena was covering her eyes, as if the light didn't let her see, which I felt was a bit of an overreaction since it wasn't even that intense. Jeffrey also saw the sphere, and his reaction was to run away. Not in fright, not in a panic, just turned and ran.
So no one's doing particularly well right now.
I, nonetheless, do remember what I saw. I had been drinking, that's true, but I'm sure what I saw was real. Behind
Something alive. Got it. Alright, that is like my one critique for this chapter, is nullify the threat while we're reading or listening. That'd be like my one thing. Helena needs to like relax and let me get invested in the lore here. So odds are good this key goes to that door. The flow of the level is taking me this direction. This is... Aha! Oh! Hi, buddy! Whoa! Who are you? What do you want from me? How did you do that? Dude's a ninja. I know you might not trust someone who wears a mask, but trust me, I'm on your side. Helena is not at fault for her behavior. I didn't get the feeling that she was. Something has changed the way she sees the world, and I think I know what that thing was. I'll talk to you when we are not being watched. Good luck. Signed, Tragedy. Helena is in the vents. If you hear her coming, hide. Well, I don't have a hiding spot in here, so... Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, wow, I had barely enough time to get away. Please. Why can I not take it? I lost my portable light. Hang on, I want to check real quick. Did I lose? Yeah, I lost it. It's gone. I didn't really think Helena was at fault to begin with. I don't think, like, anyone here. It seems like they're victims of circumstance and something much worse is at play. Okay. So the same warning mechanic is still at play. That hasn't changed any. Okay. That's where I came from. This is where I'm going to. Simple. That explains all the vents I'm seeing. I need fuses for most of them. Nope. Nope. What is that? Why is that so much more intense? Does that mean she's like right up on me? It's gotta be. I think the pulse comes first and then the distortion happens if she's like right nearby. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere. Key. Alright. The keys kind of blend in a little bit. It can be kind of hard to see sometimes. I don't know, make them sparkle, maybe? Okay. I'm gonna wait for her next go at me. Sometimes I just hear the background ambience, and I just kind of think that that's the pulse for a second. I know I mentioned it a few times, but I'm actually deaf in one ear. On the left side, if you must know. Which is funny, is my left eye is actually kind of useless too. I mean, I can see out of it. It's just, not the best. I guess I'm alright now. Alright. I think that ought to buy me the... Nope, I was wrong. I was about to say that buys me the most time possible, but... No, she's, she mad. Helena's a really pretty name, by the way. I don't know. I just like it. Okay. I was about to say this is going to be a little narrow, but I think... What? Okay. Alright, so, if I am in danger, it will rip me out of the puzzle automatically. Which, in some ways, is more jarring than actually being in danger. That reminds me of, that old Flash Screamer game. Ooh, she's aggressive. She really doesn't want me finishing this puzzle. You guys remember that old, like, Flash Screamer game from, like, early Flash game sites where, like, you do the maze, and the whole thing is you can't touch the walls or you lose? And then, like, at the very last second, when you're in the most intense part of the maze, you get jump scared? That's what that was like for me. Oh my gosh. Wait, is it because I messed up? If I mess up, does that automatically put me in danger? That certainly adds a bit more tension to the situation, doesn't it? I see why there's a hiding spot right here. I was thinking maybe the dev was being overly generous, but no, it seems to be mandatory. Alright, we good now? Holy moly, I didn't even get out! Okay! Okay, I guess critique number 2 time. You probably need to do something about Helena's AI. She's a little overly aggressive. And the only thing... First off, mechanically, it's a little frustrating because I'm just kind of having all my attempts rebuffed. Like, I didn't even have time to get out before the threat started again. I'm just going to chill here for a minute. Might as well get my thought out. The thing is, horror relies on a very good balance between introduction of threat and resolution of threat. If you overexpose your threat, you make it lose all its teeth. Seriously? This is definitely the direction I need to go, but I can't get anything done. Like, it starts off tense, and then it becomes less tense, and now it's actually kind of going into self-parody. So it seems like there is just, like, a universal timer. I have a theory. It looks like maybe if I do it in the wrong sequence, it happens regardless. Let's do this a little bit... Okay, I don't know if this is a bug. I don't know if I have bugged the game, which is entirely possible because I've done it more than once. This is entirely too aggro. And it gets to the point where, like, it's not scary. Again, it kind of goes into the self-parody. Like, I get maybe you want me to be, like, working fast. Like, I get it. Work fast. She's coming. You have limited time to figure this out. But if you do that too much... If you don't give your player a little bit of slack on the other end, you're going to put them into a position where it's not... Nothing scary is happening, it's more frustrating. Like, I kind of just knew that was going to happen, because that's just how my luck in this room has been. I already hear the heartbeat again. I'm assuming the reason these hiding spots work in the first place is they mention Helena is seeing the world in a new, distorted fashion. Boop, 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 boop. Because she sees the world in this distorted fashion, she is unable to see the hiding spots. Did I come from here? don't remember. Let's find out. That pipe room, man, she went nuts. First time in my life a woman's wanted me, and it's causing me nothing but trouble. The 10th sister will hatch. So that giant sphere they were talking about was not a sphere, it was an egg. Getting, 10th sister. I don't know if that's a reference to something. There's that symbol again. Oh, no. Oh, no. I am not a fan of this. Hi. I got locked in! I didn't know what else to do! Was that supposed to happen?
Wake up! It's lights on.
Hi.
Come on, you're strapped to the chair.
You have a very pretty voice.
As you don't know what he did.
I'm an electrician.
You could, actually. The 10th sister would be less angry about how you offended her.
Okay.
As he's always looking for actors.
I'm not an actor. I'm an electrician.
You're not a shadow.
No.
You're just a viewer. A spectator.
I
And
suppose.
spectators remain silent and watch till the end of the scene.
Please, personal
You
bubble.
try to face the divine.
No, I mean, I was locked in.
Success experience ending.
Depends on if you're talking about his comedies or not.
Tragedy.
I really liked,
Yet there is still a speck of
Comedy of
justice
Errors.
that was all the nonsensical actions of the main character. So, let's start the washing.
Hi, what are you gonna do with that?
We said us
You have a lovely singing voice. Actually, you shouldn't hold the knife down like that. You actually have less control.
Someone else attempts to find the 10th sister. You wait for me here. Do not run away.
Yes, ma'am. I definitely won't immediately try an escape attempt. Well, that would be silly. Why would you?
I think I've been clear enough. Don't get in my way, electrician. Stay out of this.
I would like nothing more than to leave. You remind me a lot of Bendy. I mean, a lot of Bendy vibes, which is not a bad thing. Remember, there's a difference in inspiration and imitation. The shadows seem to be having just like a very different goal.
Do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
Make your way out and don't come back.
Actually, getting a good look at him, he kind of looks more like the creatures from 123 Slaughter Me Street. Get out of the sewers. Okay, he wants me to leave, and I want to leave. I think we have a working relationship here. What's the deal? Oh, it's literally just catching the water. Can I go in the water? It's like green and radioactive, and I don't know how deep this is. And I can't jump. Jumping in the water, it might be a bad idea kind of vibe. Let's not do that for now. Nope. Oh, we got a fuse. Like, literally, I'm just trying to do my job. Everyone going crazy is not my fault and not my responsibility. You know, this is kind of funny in a way. The other game I did by this game dev is called Madrid. I forget the subtitle. And the whole thing was a chase through the sewers under Madrid. And it's really good, by the way. I liked it a lot. Okay. This is kind of a nice change of pace. I dare say this is relaxing compared to what I just went through. Helena was just hellbent for me. I have to say, I really like... I kind of thought that would get me somewhere, but maybe not. I really like the voice actors. I think like everyone's doing a really standout job. Excuse you? Mr. Tentacle, is that you? Day of the Tentacle is also a really good game. Don't take offense at you know, me being around. So, is that sunlight? I doubt it. It's way too easy, right? Okay. I don't think I'm supposed to go through the door that the weird shadow man just went through. Flow control. Oh. Ha! The key's gonna blend in a little bit. I'm gonna say that's not 100% my fault, but I'll... 50, maybe 50% my fault. I really don't want to get into that. What's the deal? Book. An old poem, a piece of forgotten sea shanty. Oh, what lucky man who falls the heavens, swims the seas, and walks the lands, who breaks the shell, sinks the ships, and sings the lads. The book reads, this is referred to the Kraken, but it does sound more like a siren to me. Yeah, the sirens are kind of misunderstood. Like, I mean, I think in part because not everyone's read the actual Odyssey. But the thing with them was, it wasn't just their singing. They were supposed to have beautiful voices, but more to the point, they offered hidden and forbidden wisdom. That was the temptation. I'm not a plumber, but I can give this a shot. You know how many of these kinds of mini-games I played in my time? The answer is a lot. So I'm trying to connect that to all of the rest of this system? Does this... I can't turn the entire junction. That's out of the question. Am I supposed to light them all up at once? Looks like I can only turn these intersections specifically. Oh, wait. Oh, each one releases one door. I was making that way more complicated than it needed to be. Thought I heard something, but that was probably just the doors opening and closing while I was being... Oh, that was the door I first opened. This makes so much more sense. I was really... I shall feast on the viewers. I think they would rather you not. Disappearances in the sewers. Over the last few weeks, many of the people working at the sewage under the town have disappeared. These sewers under the town, but okay. Although investigation has started, many pedestrians suggest it may be related to the lights that have been seen blinking from the other side of the manhole covers. While strange marks are noticeable on the walls and some bricks appear destroyed or moved, there is no evidence suggesting that anyone could have entered the sewers without the workers' keys, which only they possess. The police advise people to remain calm and expect nothing more than possible worker strike. Ashtray? Possible worker strike. My buddies and I are going missing on the job. I think it'd be a lot more like a screw this, I'm out. Maybe I'll just go be an electrician. Ha ha ha. Okay. That presents a problem. Aha! But this presents a solution. Is there anything on the other side of that door? Oh, I literally cannot go into the water. Better to find that out in a safe, controlled environment, right? No, this door just stays open now. I'll take it. Block. It's so dark. I think that's everything? Ah, that was everything. Ah, we got a bridge now. We're getting somewhere. It's all coming together. A9 key. I'm sure that's fine. I think that means I've gotten everything in here. So the A9 key must be something out here. The only other door is the one the Shadow Man used, and I really just don't feel like it's smart to follow him. Check and see if the door has a mark on it. Maybe that'll help me. Good. I didn't really want to go that way anyway. It honestly seemed like it would be taking me closer to Helena, and honestly I'd rather keep my distance at this point. Now we have the A9 key. So no, it has to be one of those rooms back there. Maybe I overlooked something. Jog. Was there a door in here? No, it sure doesn't look like there is. You know what? It might have been that first room that was open already. Flip. And flip. Was there a door in here? There is not. Flip. So I now have the A9 key. Now I just need the A9. I can go behind it. The A9 door. Sure. Feels like I'm missing something in this equation. That's a mess. You can get like right up on that ledge. It feels like you're gonna fall in. Oh, wait a minute. I bet it's over here. I bet if I go to the very far end and A9, there we go. There we go. It looks dangerously close to the other door, but you know what? Maybe it'll go someplace else. There's still room for hope. The letter from earlier specifically said that the sewers connect to the city at large. There's some chance this isn't a death trap. I mean, not a great chance, but a chance. Don't love that. Careful. So, the real question now is... Oh yeah, I can't go back. Nope, I hate this. I hate this. I have made a terrible, terrible, terrible mistake. I'll just get stuck in the pipes. Watch your head when activating flow. I guess if that's the worst of my concerns, I'm still better off than I was a little few minutes ago, but still. Ah, God, this reminds me of that sequence in Amnesia, The Dark Descent. I do not need that. That was the scariest part of that game. You have your... Oh no, not you. I don't have time. Oh, this is so much worse when I'm on a time limit. Grab it for the love. I cannot see. What? Why did you do that? I got jump scared by a tentacle. I don't even know how to feel about that. So as I... That's supposed to happen, or is that just like the game dev having mercy on me? Mission escape. I can get behind that. I cannot tell. There's been a few times, like I think the egg room was set. I think that had to happen. I don't think there was any other way that could have resolved. But that felt like this is the game taking mercy on me for not being good at the game. I'm gonna have to play through again and see if I can legit beat that puzzle without getting caught. Because I hesitated at first, which probably cost me that run. Inspiration. No, it's not possible.
No, it's
okay, Jeffrey,
it's
go ahead.
Possible. The sphere, it inspired me. Each time I looked at it, its light, it took over my thoughts.
That's probably bad, dude.
And then waking up on stage, acting, scripts I've never known, roles I've never played since I was a child. I could be frightened, but it felt so good to act without even being aware of it. And then, that explosion of forgotten memories. It let my mind flow so well, and I started writing. Day after day, I wanted to write a play. I always have. Who dared break the sphere? I need inspiration.
Ooh, he's not taking this well. I mean, I get writer's block, though. I have it all the time. That's why my scripted videos don't really come out as often as they used to. Like, I had a good thing going for the first couple of years, and...
Come in.
No, Helena, we do not have a healthy relationship. Can't go back, there's just a tentacle back there, so, yeah, we cool?
Now, shall the 10th sister commence his meal.
Is?
Feast on the ones who watch the shadows down.
Oh no, it's you again.
No, Helena. I will not.
But why won't you? It's
What?
not a shadow, and he has actively made fun of you, my lord.
No, I
It's
haven't!
nothing but a meaningless view.
He illuminates the stage. Without him, the play cannot proceed.
Thank you.
Thus, he is an actor. And will not be harmed under my watch.
Thank you! Okay, you know what?
Yes.
Maybe I misunderstood you! Maybe you and I can be friends after all.
Like that, if to stay alive, I need you to be useful. Stop wandering like a disgusting sewer rat.
Huh?
Play is about to start.
It sounded like it was like from right
So play
behind me.
electrician. Play hard.
I'm literally just here to do my job and get a paycheck. And I once again failed to get all the books. That is just my life in a nutshell right there. "We the shadows have offended" is the first line of Puck's closing speech in Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. In this speech, Puck breaks the fourth wall and refers to the audience, asking them to forgive the actors for maybe offending them during the play. I don't think I even saw this in the first part. Sigismund's monologue is a piece of Life is a Dream by Pedro Calderón de la Barca. Sigismund is an heir to the throne, but he was deceived. He was locked in a tower where he questions whether his role as king and life itself is a reality or a dream. Okay, I'm glad to have a little more context. Okay, that was really good. And again, like, there's a few spots, there are a few small critiques I have. The keys are a little bit too hard to see. I play on a flat screen TV as a monitor, so everything is a little bit darker for me than it is for most people, so maybe that's a me problem. That said, really fantastic atmosphere. You are building this world of intrigue, and you are slowly establishing the relationships that these NPCs have with one another, but also the relationships they have with the player. The electrician is this player in his own right. He's like, as the weird tentacles said, that he is an actor in his own right by making it so the show can go on. This is really good. I'm really taken with this. I love the references. Even if I don't 100% know all the references, it's cool to see them, and it's also cool that the game provides some context for them. This is really interesting, and I've wanted to follow up on this for a while, especially because I'm really curious as to what gets unlocked when I get all the books. So I think I'll do a future video where I will revisit these in the next few weeks and try to see if I can get them all, because I'm pretty reasonably sure I know where all of them are in Chapter 1, at the very least. I feel like I think I got like 4 out of 5 in Chapter 2, so I'm almost there, and I just have to find the one. And I bet you, if I actually like succeed at the tentacle chase sequence, then we will have some kind of way of finding the 5th, maybe. Like I said, there were a few instances where I wasn't sure if the game was being nice or if I was supposed to be making those mistakes. But that said, keys are hard to see. Helena's a little too aggro. Maybe put a cooldown timer on her ability to hunt. Otherwise, really enjoyed this. This is super cool. I see where your inspirations are coming from, but I'm really glad that you're taking it in your own direction and you have your own style with how you're doing this. This is really exciting, and I will be watching this series very closely as it progresses. Anyway, this is the Hipster Snek. Link to the game is down below. Acts 1 and 2 are the same launcher client, as it should be. Not sure what I'm referencing there, are you? Anyway, this was great, and I loved it. Mad recommendation, and thank you very much to the game dev for reaching out to me, because this is super cool, and I'm definitely following your profile on itch, so I'm really looking forward to what comes next. Thank you again. This has been the Hipster Snek, and I'll see you guys in the next one.